Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our next topic, that is the professional competence. So let's start with the introduction part. Professional competence refers to the knowledge, skill, ability and behavior required to perform effectively in a specific profession or occupation. It consists of both technical proficiency and the application of ethical standard and professional judgment in decision making. Okay, if we are talking about the key aspects of the professional competence, then first one is technical proficiency. In that, knowledge base, a solid foundation of theoretical knowledge and practical skills relevant to the profession. In specialized skills, mastery of the specific technique, tools or methodology essential for performing tasks within the profession. Okay. And if you are talking about next one, that is ethical and legal understanding. In ethical standard, adhere to ethical principles and standard of conduct prescribed by professional bodies or the regulatory authorities. Okay, and in legal compliance, awareness of legal obligations and responsibilities related to the profession, ensuring the practice aligned with the legal framework. Okay, continuous learning and development, in that professional growth, commitment to ongoing learning and professional development to stay current with the advancement in the field. And in adaptability, ability to adapt to evolving industry trend, technology innovation and the changing societal need. Okay, and if we are talking about the importance of leveraging the skills and knowledge for broader societal benefit, in that the first one is contribution to the society, solving the complex issues, professional leverage their expertise to address societal challenges such as healthcare, environmental degradations, and the economic inequality. Okay, and improving the quality of life by applying the specialized knowledge and skill. Professionals contribute to enhance the public health, safety, education, and the overall well-being. And in the ethical responsibility, promoting the ethical practices. Okay, professionals play a crucial role in upholding the ethical standards and promoting the integrity in their interaction with the clients, colleagues, and the public. Building trust, in that ethical behavior foster trust and credibility both within the profession and with the stakeholder, enhancing the organizational reputation and the public confidence. Okay, and in innovation and advancement, driving innovation, professional drive innovation by applying creative solution to the complex problem, fostering the technological advancement and the improving process. Okay, and in economic growth, contribution to innovation and efficiency lead to the economic growth, job creation, and sustainable development. Okay, if we are talking about the global perspective, cross-cultural competence, professionals with global competence navigate diverse cultural contexts, contributing to international collaboration and understanding. Addressing the global challenges, collaboration among professionals from different countries and disciplines facilitate the solution to global challenges like climate change and the climate change and pandemic or poverty. Leadership influence, in that role model, professionals serve as role model within their communities, inspiring the future generation and mentoring the aspiring professionals. Okay, in advocacy, they advocate for policies and practices that promote social justice, environmental sustainability, and the ethical governance. Okay, so we can say that the professional competence extend beyond the technical skills to uh, encompass the ethical behavior, societal impact, and leadership, leveraging the skills and knowledge for broader societal benefit, involving a commitment to the ethical conduct, continuous learning, innovation, and collaboration. Okay, professionals play a vital role in shaping a sustainable and equitable future through their expertise and contribution to the society. So, if we are talking about the integrating ethical principle into decision making and actions, then first one is ethical framework and principle. Okay, focus is on maximizing the overall good and minimizing the harm for the greatest number of the people. Okay, in deontology, it emphasizes on adhere the moral rule and duties regardless of the consequences. If you are talking about the virtue ethics, center on the personal characters and moral virtue, aiming for the excellence in the ethical behavior. Okay, and if we are talking about the key ethical principle, in that respect for autonomy, beneficence, and non-malfeasance, in that acknowledging the individual's right to make informed decision and respecting their choice. Okay, acting in a way that benefit others and promote their well-being, uh, avoiding harm and minimize the risk to individuals and the society. If we are talking about justice, in that ensuring the fairness and equitable distribution of benefits and the burden. Okay, ethical decision making process, in that first one is identify the ethical issues. After that, gathering the information, considering the alternate, make ethical choices. After that, the last one is reflection and the evaluation. Okay, in that recognize situation where ethical principles are at stake or conflict value are involved in identify ethical issues. After that, gathering information, collect relevant facts, considering the stakeholders' perspectives and assessing the potential impact. In considering alternate, exploring the various courses of action and evaluating their ethical implications. Okay, making ethical choices, in that selecting most ethical options based on the ethical principles, professional standards, and the legal requirement. Okay, in reflection and evaluation, reflecting on decisions, learning from experience, and continuously improving ethical judgment and the behavior. So, next one is ensuring integrity, honesty, and accountability in the professional conduct. So, first one is integrity, acting in the accordance with moral and the ethical principle, maintaining the honesty and transparency in all the interactions. In ethical leadership, integrity, demonstrating the integrity through consistent ethical behavior and decision making, inspiring trust and the confidence. In honesty, truthfulness and the ethical communication, communicating truthfully, and accurately, avoiding any misleading information. In ethical communication, upholding honesty in professional relationship, including with the client, colleague, and the stakeholder. Okay, if you are talking about the accountability, responsibility, transparency, and the remedial action, accepting the ownership of one's action and the decisions, acknowledging their impact on the other. In transparency, being open about the decision process and the outcome, promoting accountability and the trustworthiness. Okay, in remedial action, taking the corrective actions when mistake occur, addressing any harm caused and preventing future ethical breaches. Next one is professional codes of the conduct. Regulatory compliance, in that adhering to the legal requirement, professional codes and the organization policies that govern ethical conduct. In ethical guidelines, following the industry specific guidelines and the best practices to ensure the ethical behavior and maintain the professional standard. Okay, in ethical challenges and dilemmas, conflict of interest, managing situation where personal interest conflict with the professional duties or the organizational goal. Okay, whistleblowing, reporting the unethical behavior or organizational misconduct while navigating the potential risk and the consequences. Okay, and the last one is the cultural sensitivity, respecting the diverse cultural value and norms when making the ethical decision in global or multicultural context. Okay, so integrating ethical principles into professional practices involve a commitment to the moral integrity, ethical decision making process, and accountability. Upholding the honesty, transparency, and the respect for the ethical standard enhance the trust, credibility, and professionalism within the profession and promote the positive outcome for individuals, organizations, and the society as a whole. Ethical consideration guide professionals in navigating the complex challenges, making informed decisions, and contributing to a responsible and ethical professional environment. So, next one is leadership. Leadership in promoting the universal human order. In that, or we can say that the role of leadership in fostering the inclusive and the equitable development. Visionary leadership, in that the leader set a vision, okay, set a vision that promote inclusively equity and the sustainable development, inspiring the other to work towards shared objective. Okay, in strategic planning, developing strategies and actions plan that prioritize the social justice, economic prosperity, and the environmental stewardship. In building inclusive culture, diversity and inclusion, in that promoting the diversity in leadership and across the organization, fostering a culture of inclusivity where all voices are heard and valued. In equitable opportunities, ensuring the fairness access to resources, opportunities, and decision-making process from marginalized group to all underrepresented communities. Okay. In collaborative leadership, stakeholder engagement, engaging stakeholders from diverse backgrounds, including the government, businesses, civil society, and communities in decision making and the problem solving. Okay, in partnership, building the strategic partnership and alliance to address the complex global challenges collaboratively, leveraging the collective strength and the resources. Okay, in ethical leadership practices, integrity and transparency. In that, honesty, transparency in leadership practices, fostering trust and credibility should be included. Accountability, holding oneself and other accountable for commitment, actions and outcome, ensuring the responsible leadership. Okay, so if you are talking about some examples of ethical leadership contributing to the global cooperation and sustainable practices, in that the environmental stewardship, corporate sustainability, ethical leadership in business prioritize the environmental sustainability, implementing practices to reduce the carbon footprint, conserve the resources and promote the renewable energy. In global initiatives, participations in the international agreement and the initiatives such as Paris Agreement on the climate change uh, demonstrate the commitment to the global cooperation for the environmental protection. Social justice and human rights. In that, advocacy and the policies. Ethical leader advocate for policies and practices that uphold the human right and combat the social inequality and promote the inclusive development. After that, humanitarian efforts, leading humanitarian organizations or initiatives that provide aid and support to the population affected by the crisis and the conflict globally. Cross-cultural understanding, in that the cultural competence, ethical leader demonstrate cultural sensitivity and the understanding, respecting the diverse perspective and fostering dialogues across the cultural and the geographical boundaries. Peace building and conflict resolution, leadership in promoting the peace building efforts, meditations and conflict resolution initiatives to address global conflict and promote the sustainability. And the next one is public health and the well-being. Healthcare leadership. Ethical leadership in healthcare system ensure the equitable access to the healthcare services, promote the public health initiatives and advocate for the healthcare reforms to benefit the community globally. In pandemic response, effective leadership during the health crisis such as uh, such as yes, COVID-19 involves the coordinated efforts to mitigate the impact, support the healthcare workers and prioritize the public safety. In education and capacity building, investing in educations, leaders prioritize the educations and capacity building initiatives that empowers the individual in communities, fostering the sustainable development and the economic growth. In skill development, promoting the skill training or entrepreneurship, or we can say that promoting the skill training, entrepreneurship and innovation to enhance the local capacity and contribute to the global competence. So leadership play a crucial role in advancing the universal human order by promoting the inclusive and equitable development, fostering the ethical practices, and driving the global cooperation for sustainable development goal. Ethical leaders inspire the positive change, building the resilient communities and address the global challenges that collaboration, integrity, and visionary leadership. Uh, by uh, by embracing the ethical principles and leading by examples, leaders contribute to a more just, prosperous, and sustainable future for the all. So, if we are talking some collaborative approach, importance of collaborative approach across the discipline and border, in that innovation and the problem solving, harassing diverse expertise. Collaboration across the discipline bring together diverse perspective, knowledge and skills to tackle complex challenges more effectively. Okay. Interdisciplinary research, integrating insight from various fields such as science, technology, social science, and humanities, foster a holistic approach by addressing the social issues. Synergy and collective impact, shared resources, collaborative efforts pool resources including funding, infrastructures, and expertise, maximize the efficiency and the impact. Partnership enable the scaling of successful intervention and innovation, reaching the large population and the communities. Okay. If we are talking about the cross-cultural understanding, collaboration across the border, promote the cultural exchange, mutual understanding, and the respect, enriching the perspective and fostering the global citizenship. In international cooperation, addressing the global challenges require coordinated efforts among the nations, organizations, and the stakeholder to achieve the common goal and share the benefit. Multidisciplinary collaboration are essential for developing the sustainable solution, mitigating the environmental impact, and adapting to the climate change. Global health emergencies such as pandemic highlight the need for the international collaboration in research, healthcare delivery, and crisis response strategies. Okay, if we are talking about the case studies highlighting the successful global initiatives driven by the professional competence, in that the first one is the Global Health Initiatives, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, a partnership between the public and private sector to improve access to the vaccine in the low-income countries, reducing the childhood mortality rates. And the next one is the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, Tuberculosis, and the Malaria. Multilateral funding mechanism support prevention, treatment, and the healthcare system strengthening to combat the major infectious disease. And in environmental conservations, the Great Green Wall initiatives, African countries collaborating to combat desertifications by planting a green belt across the Sahel region, promoting the sustainable land management and community resilience. In Ocean Cleanup Project, international efforts to address the marine population or to address the marine pollution through the initiative, technology, and collaborative research in the ocean conservation. In education and capacity building, UNESCO Educations for All initiative, the global partnership promoting the inclusive and the quality education for the children, focusing on improving the literacy rate and the education opportunity in the developing countries. Global Partnership for Education, multi-stakeholders platform supporting the education system in the low-income countries through the funding, policies, dialogue, and the capacity building. Okay, so in technology innovation, the International Space Station (ISS) collaboration among the space agencies NASA and the ESA for the scientific research, technological innovation, and international cooperation in the space exploration. Open source software development, global collaboration among the developers and the organizations contributing to the open source project, fostering innovation and knowledge sharing across the border. In humanitarian aid and the crisis response, the UNICEF emergency response, rapid development of the humanitarian aids and the emergency assistance to the children and families affected by the natural disasters, conflict, and the emergency worldwide. Okay, Doctor Without Border, medical humanitarian organizations providing the impartial medical care in the crisis zone, relying on international collaboration of the medical professions and the volunteer. So we can say that the collaborative approach across the discipline and border are very important in addressing the global challenges, fostering innovation, and achieving the sustainable development goal. Successful global initiatives driven by the professional competence demonstrate the power of partnership, shared resources, and collective actions in making the significant impact on health, education, environmental conservation, and the humanitarian aid. By embracing the collaboration, organizations, government, and stakeholders can leverage the diverse expertise and resources to create positive change and build a more resilient and the interconnected global community. Next one is the skill development and the training, enhancing the professional competence through the continuous learning and the development. So first we are talking about the importance of the continuous learning, that is adaptability and the innovation. Continuous learning enable the professionals to stay abreast in the industry trends, technological advancement, and evolving the best practices. In career advancement, upgrading the skills and knowledge, enhance career perspective, and promote the professional growth and expand the job opportunities. Professional development strategies. In that, the formal education, pursuing the advanced degree, certification, and the specialized course relevant to one's profession. Okay, on the job training, gaining the practical expertise and mentoring within the workplace to develop the technical and the interpersonal skills. In professional networking, engaging in the industry event, conferences, and networking opportunity to exchange the ideas, collaborate, and stay informed about the emerging trends. And in skill enhancement, benefit improved performance. Enhanced skill contribute to the higher productivity, efficiency, and quality of the work output. Innovation and problem solving, acquiring the new skills, foster the creativity, critical thinking, and the ability to innovate solution to the complex challenges. So the next one is the training programs to equip professionals with the ethical decision making and the leadership skills. In that, the first one is ethical decision making skill. Ethical workshops and seminars, training sessions focused on the ethical principles, case studies, and framework to guide the ethical decisions making in the professional context. Role-playing exercise in that stimulated the scenario to practices the ethical dilemma, analyze the consequences, and explore the ethical reasoning. In leadership development program, curriculum design designed to develop the leadership competency, including the strategic planning, team building, conflict resolution, and the communication skills. In the executive coaching, one-to-one monitoring and coaching to cultivate the leadership qualities, self-awareness, and the emotional intelligence. Okay, and if you are talking about the key component of the training program, in that the case study and the best practices, learning from the real world examples of the ethical leadership and the successful decision making process. In interactive learning, engaging activities, group discussions, and the peer feedback to promote active learning and the knowledge sharing. Assessment and feedback, evaluation mechanism to assess the learning outcomes, identify the areas for improvement, and provide the constructive feedback. Okay, and the next one is integration of ethical leadership into the organizational culture. Senior executive and managers modifying the or modeling the ethical behavior and fostering a culture of integrity, trust, and the accountability. In organization policies, developing and implementing the ethical guidelines, code of conduct, and compliance programs to ensure the ethical behavior at all the level. Okay, in continuous improvement and evaluation, feedback mechanism, soliciting the feedback for the participant to evaluate the effectiveness of training program and make continuous improvement. Benchmarking and certification, seeking the industry's benchmark and certificate to validate the training quality and adhere to the ethical standards. So, skill development and the training play a crucial role in enhancing the professional competence, fostering the ethical decision making, and cultivating the effective leadership. Continuous learning enables professionals to adapt to the changing environment, innovate the solution, and advance their career. Training program that focuses on the ethical principles and leadership skills empower individuals to navigate the complex challenges, uphold the integrity, and contribute positively to the organization's success and the societal well-being. Okay, by investing in the skills development, organizations promote a culture of continuous improvement, ethical excellence, and the leadership effectiveness. So, next one is the people-friendly ecosystem. Okay, or the people-friendly production system.